Ever since the PS5 released, there's been plenty of talk about customization, given that Sony went with a predominantly white design that's just not everyone's cup of tea. When it comes to skinning the PS5, there's also been dramas on that front, following Dbrand's announcement to pull their skins from the market, claiming that it's too difficult to skin. Well, after some time, I've now gotten my hands on some PS5 skins to test out, and I'll also be giving away some skins to some of you who are watching. So, is the PS5 really too difficult to skin? I think the result is really going to surprise you. If you're new to the channel, I post videos each week on different types of tech and gadgets, so take a look around at my other videos and feel free to subscribe if you like what you see. As I mentioned, I'll be giving away some skins from this video and posting them to two of you. Entering is simple: subscribe, like this video, and comment below with the skin that you like the most. More on this later. A special thanks to XQ Gaming for sending me these skins for review. This isn't a paid promotion, so my review will be entirely unbiased based on my experience. Alright, now without further ado, let's take a look at the package that I received. This is the same packaging that you'll receive if you order these skins from the website, and my first impression is that they're packaged really well. The first skin that we have here is the PS5 carbon fiber skin. I like that the foam has been included to ensure that the skin doesn't get creased during transit. This is a nice touch. As you can see, there are multiple components to the skin which will cover various areas on the console. This vinyl appears to have been precision cut to fit the various faces exactly, so we'll see if they actually do fit well when we get to installing them in a moment. It looks like this skin will provide full coverage for the PS5, including the main body, as opposed to just the faceplates, so it'll be interesting to see how that looks. The second skin that was sent is called Flip Flop Psychedelic. This one looks like an iridescent skin that changes color depending on the angle you're looking at it. I wonder which of these is going to look best. I think I'm going to be a fan of the carbon fiber skin once it's on the PS5. This next package is labeled DualSense skins, so let's get this opened up and see what they look like. Again, these look to be very nicely cut and presented. It seems that these will also provide full coverage for the controller, including all of the buttons. I'm very curious to see how that'll look once it's on the controller. Each of the skins has a QR code which redirects to an installation video for that skin. I might take a look at those later. They've also included a squeegee tool in the package to help apply the skins, which is honestly very thoughtful of them. Here are the DualSense skins which have been included. One to match each of the PS5 skins that I have here, as well as a sparkly white skin and a metallic purple skin. Alright, now it's time to install one of these skins on the PS5 and find out if they really are difficult to install. First, I'll try to install the iridescent skin and see how that looks. I'm going to start with the faceplate that has the PS5 logo on it and see how easy it is to align the logo cutout. First step is to peel back some of the backing paper and fold it over so we have a section of vinyl to work with. Lining up the logo cutout was surprisingly easy, given that you also need to align the corner of the skin with the corner of the plate. I'll pull out the squeegee now to help apply the skin to the rest of the plate. The squeegee tool helps to push out any bubbles caught beneath the vinyl. So far this is already looking really nice and clean. They've done a good job of making the skin fit the face of the panel exactly. Now for the other panel, which has the disk drive slot. The same process applies, which is to align the skin to the corners and then smooth it out from there. There's a separate skin for the section where the disk drive slot is. Even though this part uses two separate skins, once it's all smoothed out, it actually looks pretty seamless. As this skin completely covers the PS5, that means that the black main body will also be skinned. The skin goes over this section quite easily and has cutouts for all of the buttons and ports, which line up perfectly. Even the bottom end of the console is skinned, so that the colour still looks uniform when the PS5 is lying down horizontally. That's the first skin installed, and honestly that was really quite easy to do. Let's have a look how it looks on the PS5 and then we'll check out the other skins. Okay, so I personally think that turned out really nice, and definitely way better than how my DIY vinyl wrap attempt turned out. But now I want to check out the carbon fiber skin, which is the one which I personally am most excited for. So let's quickly get that one installed. Obviously the process is exactly the same as the other skin, but here's a quick montage of the steps involved. The cool thing about this carbon fiber skin is that it actually has a textured feel to it, which reflects light differently depending on the angle you're looking at it. Upon doing this for the second time, it's becoming apparent that this is really not a difficult process after all. I would just suggest that when installing the skins, make sure you're doing it in a well-lit area and take your time to line up the edges. Because there's been a lot of attention to detail in making the skins fit the surface area so precisely, it means that once you've lined up one side, the rest will fall into place perfectly. One thing I've noticed whilst working with vinyl is that it's very forgiving. If you're applying it and it appears as though it's beginning to form creases due to excess material, usually you can simply work those creases out using your fingers or the squeegee tool. Okay, now that the carbon fiber skin is installed, let's take a look at how it turned out. I personally think that looks so good, and I think I'm actually going to leave that skin on my PS5 for now. Now it's time to check out these DualSense skins for the controllers. I feel like this is not going to be as easy to install given the controllers have so many rounded edges. XQ Gaming actually makes two versions of the DualSense skin. One of them requires a heat gun or blow dryer to install and the other doesn't. I've been sent the version that requires a heat gun for the application, so let's see how easy it goes onto my two controllers. I'll get the easy steps out of the way first, starting with the touchpad. Then there's a skin which wraps around the center of the underside of the controller, which also goes on easily enough. It has cutouts for the USB-C port and microphones which line up nicely. Now for the trickier part, which is to skin the front sides of the controller. As the skins wrap around the unique curves on each side, it's then that heat has to be applied in order to allow the vinyl to stretch down. The goal is to bring the vinyl down over the seam between the front and back casing of the controller. Once it's stuck in place, you can then simply run an X-Acto knife down the seam to cut off the excess. Then once the excess is peeled away, you'll be left with a nice clean edge along the side of the controller. Then the same process is repeated along the right hand side of the controller. These skins also include skins for each of the buttons on the DualSense, which will give a uniform look to the front of the controller. I'm curious to see how that will look once they're on, so I'll put these on now. Alright, both of the controllers are done now, and I personally think they look really nice. But I'll let you be the judge, so take a look for yourself. So there you have it. This was a look at what I think are some really well made PS5 skins that give the PS5 a super unique look. There are a bunch of other colours available, so feel free to check them out via the link below. XQ Gaming has kindly offered a 10% discount on their skins to all of you who are watching, so make sure to use the code TheNextUpgrade at the checkout to take advantage of the discount. As I mentioned earlier, I'll be giving away a couple of skins and posting them to 2 of you. If you want to win one of these PS5 skins, all you have to do is subscribe, like this video, and comment below with your favorite skin. That's going to wrap it up for this video, but I have a really exciting project coming up in a week to show you guys custom faceplates that are finally available for PS5, so stay tuned for that. As always, thank you for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you at the next one.